Tonight, we report on the sailplanes at the Ephrata Airport and how a man was injured when he was pushed off of a boat. What's going on in sports, Bob?
The Mariners drop a close game to the Angels, and the Seahawks' Earl Thomas may get added playing time this season. Here's a glance at our Weather Center forecast.
The storm system responsible for all of the cloudiness and rain is on the move northward. In a minute, I will let you know what that means for the Columbia Basin.
I'm Alan Troop. Stay tuned for all of this and much more on iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News. Your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
A Tacoma man was in surgery yesterday after he was attacked at the Moses Lake sand dunes on Memorial Day weekend. Corey Barker, a 37-year-old man, and his friends tied their boat up to a group of boats at the sand dunes on Saturday. The group was going from boat to boat and drinking. According to the Grant County Sheriff's Office, Barker was reportedly dancing with a woman when her boyfriend shoved him from behind. Barker reportedly fell off the boat head first into a foot of water, hitting his head. He received head and spinal injuries from the fall. The group allegedly returned to Crescent Bar in cars and pickups, not realizing how serious Barker's injuries were, and called 911 the next day. Moses Lake is getting a new trail. The City Council voted 4-3 last night to look for a contractor to build a trail connecting Blue Heron Park to West Shore Drive. The project is estimated to cost between $225,000 and $250,000. The project brought concerns from homeowners in the Cove West development about the potential for crime at a previous council meeting. City staff said they were planning to speak with them about the project. The project received support from 3 members of the public who spoke at the council meeting. Joe Rogers, a member of the trail planning team, said it would help improve safety for bicyclists and pedestrians in the area. The Grant County Sheriff's Office received its accreditation from the Washington Association of Sheriffs and Police Chiefs. Grant County Sheriff Tom Jones made accreditation one of his goals when he ran for the office roughly 4 years ago. The association's auditors examined 130 criteria, including whether officers followed the law when questioning and arresting suspects, making sure evidence was properly maintained, and whether officers have the proper equipment. Jones previously said having the records showing the sheriff's office follows widely accepted standards should help the county with lawsuits and insurance claims. The sheriff's office listed other benefits, including improving the office's effectiveness, increasing credibility and recognition from an outside agency that the sheriff's office is operating the way it should be. 2 Big Bend Community College officials received statewide recognition for academic leadership. College trustee Mike Blakely received the Trustee Leadership Award at the recent 2014 Trustees Association of Community and Technical Colleges annual award presentation in Yakima. The Trustee Leadership Award recognizes trustees for service as outstanding leaders in the community and technical college system. Custodio Valencia, College Program Director of TRIO Student Support Services, received the Equity Award. The Equity Award won by Valencia recognizes an individual or college program that has demonstrated success in furthering equity and student achievement in the college system. Now let's take a look at people currently being sought out by the Grant County Sheriff's Office.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
And we'll be right back after this.
Just when I thought the blizzard couldn't get any better, DQ put the blizzard inside a waffle cone. This is mind-blowing. So when DQ asked me how I would tell the world, I said... Sounds better in Italian.
Pretty impressive, Liz. Any blizzard, like confetti cake, now in a fresh baked waffle cone. This is fan food, not fast food.
We believe in home and all the magical things that come with it. We believe in living rooms with forts made from sofa cushions and blankets. We believe in the man cave, the woman cave. And finally, we believe that our calling in life is to find the home that's perfect for you. Coldwell Banker, fulfilling dreams for over 100 years.
Hi folks, good to be with you once again. I'm meteorologist Miguel Montoya from the One News Weather Center. Your weather forecast is being brought to you by your Bud Clary Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. These are the headlines making news along the Columbia Basin. Better times ahead as we finally get rid of the storm system that's been over our general area these last couple of days. Showers come to an end as we head through tonight. It leaves us with a rather cool air mass. Temperatures falling back into the 40s overnight, even a few low 40s here and there, so you might actually need your heat one more night, and then warming up nicely by Friday, and especially by the time the weekend rolls around. Ephrata, you were actually in the upper 40s this morning, which is slightly below normal for this time of year. You held in the 60s with all the cloudiness that we saw during the afternoon hours with the heating of the sun. Moses Lake, you bottomed out last night this morning at 50 degrees. You rebounded into the upper 60s this afternoon, which is below normal for this time of year. Currently in the 60s across our area with a fair amount of cloudiness out there as well, along with a few scattered showers here and there. Nothing major. Dew points in the 30s, and they will stay in the 30s as we head through the next couple of days. Winds could gust to 30 miles per hour early tonight. Otherwise, expect a southwesterly wind between 10 to 20 miles per hour tonight and once again on Thursday. So we had numerous showers and thunderstorms fire up along the northwestern U.S. this afternoon, and this due to a broad upper level low that's actually right overhead. It will begin drifting northward up into British Columbia and Alberta between tonight and Thursday, taking most of the cloudiness and rain with it as well. We could see a few puffy clouds on Thursday afternoon, but the probability of rain will remain fairly low, and especially off to our north and west, and the same deal for Friday. Warming up nicely on Friday afternoon, and even more as we head into this weekend as all of this cloudiness finally kicks off to our east. Statewide, looking partly to mostly sunny on Thursday, partly to mostly sunny skies. Temperatures will be slightly below normal for this time of year, but overall not too tough to take. Temperatures across our area ranging from the upper 60s to the lower 70s, right around 73 or so here in Ephrata. Like I promised you, it will warm up on Friday. Lots of sunshine and near 80. The heat is on this weekend with temperatures in the upper 80s on Sunday afternoon. Well, folks, your weather forecast was brought to you by your Bud Clary Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. We will be right back with sports.
Hi, Jan.
Welcome to the Toyota Time sales event.
We're looking for something safe with a really smooth ride. He's a very light sleeper.
Oh, the Camry's safe and has a smooth, comfortable ride.
Oh, the Camry's perfect.
And you're in luck. It's Toyota Time, so it's a great time for a great deal.
Yes! You can lease a new 2014 .5 Camry for $209 a month for 24 months with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance included. Plus, get $1,000 bonus cash. Toyota, let's go places.
Well, one thing I knew from being a patient myself was that a dental office is a scary place to come to. And so we wanted everything possible to make sure that our office is a comfortable place for our patients to visit. The patients that I have, my clients, have made me a part of this community, and we want to give back in every way possible.
Welcome back. I'm Bob Kirkpatrick with today's sports. Jared Weaver gave up 3 runs off 7 hits, struck out 5 Mariners in 6 innings of work, and the Los Angeles Angels beat Seattle 6-4 at Safeco Field last night. Weaver has won 5 out of his last 6 starts and has lasted at least 6 innings in 9 of his 11 games this season. But it was the first time in 8 outings he's allowed more than 2 runs. C.J. Sharon led off the Angels' 7th with his 3rd homer since making his Major League debut May 3rd. Ernesto Frieri pitched the 9th for his 7th save, but the Mariners made it interesting. Down by 3, Robinson Cano hit a 2-out run-scoring single to close the gap to 6-4. Justin Smoke walked to bring the tying run to the plate, but the Angels' Mike Trout got on his bicycle and hauled in Kyle Seager's deep shot to left center field to end the ball game. The Mariners and Angels are back at it again tonight. The first pitch by Seattle ace Felix Hernandez is scheduled for 7:10. It looks as though Earl Thomas's $40 million extension may come with an added responsibility to his plate. Coach Pete Carroll said the All-Pro safety could get the nod as the primary punt returner this season. In other Seahawks news, Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith has undergone surgery to remove loose bodies from his right ankle, but is expected back for the start of training camp in July. The NCAA Regional Baseball Tournament gets underway Friday. Oregon State is the #1 national seed in baseball's postseason for the first time in school history. The Beavers will host UNLV, UC Irvine, and North Dakota State in the Corvallis Regional this weekend at Gross Stadium to get things rolling. Oregon State is headed to the postseason for the 6th consecutive season and the 15th time overall. It is the 5th time the team will host a regional. The tournament opens with 16-14 double elimination regionals. Best of 3 super regionals will be held next week, with those winners moving to the College World Series in Omaha. Mixed Diskerud figures the whole honor of wearing number 10 is only temporary. He fully expects to play alongside Landon Donovan again down the road with the U.S. national team. For one night at least, Diskerud did that jersey proud. He and Aaron Johansson, a pair of second-half substitutes raised in Scandinavia, scored to lift a heavy-legged United States team, that is, over Azerbaijan 2-0 Tuesday night in the first of 3 World Cup warm-ups for the U.S. Well, that's it for sports. We'll be right back after this.
At Moses Lake Community Health Center, we have had the privilege to serve the local communities since 1978.
What I like about working at this clinic more than any other clinic that I've worked at is the patient care. With the patient care team that we've assembled, it allows us to take care of these many facets of the patient and their family's needs.
Please take the opportunity to experience the high-quality care provided at our clinics.
Game time.
Papa's in the house.
Wow, what's all this?
I'm all about stats. For instance, have I got some numbers for you? Papa John's, a leader in online ordering.
You bet, Jim.
You were the first pizza company to offer it nationwide. What's the secret?
Jim, it's the pizza.
To celebrate our online leadership, get Papa John's new double pepperoni and bacon pizza for just $12.
Better ingredients,
better pizza.
And a better way to get it, papajohns.com.
Our spotlight story tonight is about flying without engines over Ephrata. Here with the story is Jeff Chu.
Glider flying is a soaring adventure this time of year over Ephrata. Experienced pilots who love to fly gliders say Ephrata has outstanding soaring conditions. That's why so many come from all over the Northwest and Canada each Memorial Day weekend for the annual Ephrata Dust Up. It's a friendly contest of soaring speed and distance. The Seattle Glider Council has a clubhouse on land it leases from the Port of Ephrata, which owns and operates Ephrata Municipal Airport. Many of the pilots tow their gliders to the airport on custom trailers where they carefully reassemble their aircrafts near the runway. Mike Bamberg, who has been flying gliders since he was 16, came up to Ephrata from Hillsboro, Oregon. There he flies with the Willamette Valley Soaring Club. Flying over Ephrata is a tradition with Bamberg, who is a flight instructor with 21 years of airplane and 15 years of glider experience.
Ephrata is wonderful because if you look out here to the west-northwest, we have what's called the plateau. And the energy that's stored in that ground surface by the sun creates a lot of lift. It's a really, really nice area, big open area. It has just been a mecca for soaring for, my father was coming here in the late 60s.
Bamberg also sees Ephrata as a safe place to soar.
One thing about a glider, we don't have an engine. When we have good conditions, we're going to go fly and we'll stay up for many, many hours. But on occasion, we are going to have to land someplace other than where we started. One of the beautiful things around here is there's many, many open fields. So if we find ourselves where we don't have enough energy to get home, we can easily land in a very safe environment. So there's an alfalfa field right over here that I know very well.
Daniel Dick from Lake Forest Park, north of Seattle, was believed to be the youngest glider pilot at the Ephrata dust-up. Dick has flown for 3 years since he was 13. He's the youngest member of the Evergreen Soaring Club, based in Arlington.
It's a beautiful sport of flying. You're powered by the wind, and you can soar for hours. You're flying off hot currents of rising air, and it's just amazing, and it's an adrenaline rush, and it's a lot of fun.
Bamberg's club was kind enough to take me up for my first glider flight. With Bamberg at the glider controls and Linda Chisholm as the tow plane pilot, it was a gradual takeoff from the runway and felt more like a drag race at first. Once at an altitude approaching 3,000 feet, Bamberg released the tow rope and the tow plane peeled off for the airport. That leaves you with nothing but thin air, sleek broad wings, and an experienced pilot's skills keeping you aloft above the ground thousands of feet below. After soaring over downtown Ephrata and swinging high over Beasley Hill, it was back to the airport. Bamberg smoothly and gently landed the glider with nothing more than a light thump on the runway. I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER 1 News.
We will be right back after this.
There's something new and exciting happening right now at your nearest Toyota dealer. It's the arrival of the all-new 2014 Corolla, now featuring a new stylish exterior, plus a premium interior loaded with technology, including Toyota's N-Tune multimedia system with navigation. Corolla has definitely evolved. The best part is, right now you could take advantage of special introductory savings. The new 2014 Corolla, available at any of your Inland Empire Toyota dealers today. Toyota, let's go places.
Hello, my name is Cheryl Kono. I am your local Ephrata Farmers Insurance Agent. Here at Cheryl Kono Insurance Agency, our customers always come first. We don't just work here, we live here. Please stop by the office, call, email, or Facebook me for a free auto, home, life, business, or farm and ranch quote today. We are insurance. We are farmers. Come in for a free quote today.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
In Northwest news, authorities are searching for the body of a 5-year-old boy after he fell into a raging river while camping with his family by the Sispus River. Cairo's Kevin McCarty reports.
1 minute it was just everything was going good, and then it was just he was gone. You just didn't know where he went. And before you know it, we found his bike in the river.
Josh and Melanie Austinson say when they realized their 5-year-old son Drake had ridden his small dirt bike into the Sispus River, they immediately tried to find him. Josh says when he couldn't spot Drake from the shore, he went into the water.
And there was just too many splits on that river and logs and rocks. I mean, I was getting thrown underneath the water, and I couldn't imagine that little guy going through what I had to go through.
I just started running down the river, and as soon as I could get in, I just started chomping through until I just almost got taken away myself. I just wasn't strong enough to stay in there.
Divers from the Thurston County Sheriff's Rescue Team found Drake's motorcycle but couldn't spot his body. The Austinsons say Drake loved riding his bike, even competing in races.
His first flat track race was last weekend, and he did awesome, and he just was going for it, and he was just my little dirt bike riding buddy, you know?
So just hug your kids tight and just try to give them everything that they want.
2 herds of goats will be put to work this week to eat weeds and other vegetation growing downstream from the Mill Creek Diversion Dam near Walla Walla. The Army Corps of Engineers says the first herd of about 200 goats will arrive tomorrow to work the south side of the Mill Creek Channel. A second herd of about 450 goats will arrive Saturday to eat vegetation on the north side of the creek. The goats were hired under a $6,000 contract awarded to Lazy H Livestock of Grangeville, Idaho. Goats were first tried out for the work last year as a way to control vegetation without using herbicides or burning. A group of teenage girls in Seattle say they were approached on the street about starring in online adult videos. Only one of the girls was of age. Cairo's Gary Hercher reports.
They just handed it to us and tried to pick us up, and I just thought it was really weird.
18-year-old Maddie Neely says she and her 3 underage friends were told they were hot as they were all handed one of these. A baggie containing a condom, bubblegum-flavored lubricant, and an ad for TKK modeling with a tagline, "Get off, get paid."
And they give us these cards, like, assuming you guys are over the age of 18, scratch this out and you can win a prize. And they were like condoms, panties.
The business card is linked to TKK Modeling's website, which says you can make $100 to $1,000 a day by making webcam videos for millions of adult subscribers, even if you don't look like a porn star. It says they'll even hook you up with a free webcam.
And then they said, if you guys want to do a video or film, we'll pay you for it.
When we went to the website owner's home, off camera she told me she was deeply sorry that they handed anything to anyone underage. Then she put it in writing, quote, "It is our strict policy that all persons we approach at events must always be asked whether they are 18 or older before we engage in further conversation with them, provide them with contact information, or hand out promotional materials."
Well, we were trying to leave, and then they said, "Oh, by the way, if you ever want to get money, more money, then you can take a video yourself and send in. For every minute you get money."
The last large item of debris from the Japanese tsunami was a boat, but people who clean the beach say a lot more keeps coming ashore.
On YouTube, tow truck driver George Hill posted videos of the weekend's haul. 3 different boats that appear to be from the Japanese tsunami.
You're going to see this stuff coming in for the next 20 or 30 years probably.
He said little washed ashore over the winter, but now he's finding the boats and more.
And in the last about 4 or 5 weeks, we've been getting lots of plastic bottles, helmets. We've gotten civil defense type helmets, lots of plastic baskets from the fishing industry.
This map from NOAA shows the ocean currents that push tsunami debris toward the northwest. Now the boats found over the weekend wait for positive ID, if possible, in an Ilwaco storage lot. Their remarkable journey is over.
You may not be able to hear it at home, but these boats are covered with bees and flies that are buzzing, and it smells terrible. But these things have been out in the ocean for 3 years now. They're almost time travelers, a constant reminder to us of that terrible day when the tsunami hit.
It's a somber reminder. It really is.
Shelley Pollock organizes beach cleanups 3 times a year here. She thinks the biggest problem is plastic brought from the tsunami. She hopes beachcombers who find it will pick it up and throw it away this summer. In the meantime, she'll watch for more boats.
The boats are interesting, though. You know, they float and they come in with the tides, and the high winds bring them in. So we'll be kind of anxious on any big windy day to see what might be coming in, if it's a good strong west wind.
And that's going to do it for us here at iFIBER 1 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.